I'm Rachel Andrews, he's Eric Sperling, and it's showtime. We'll start each episode with our headlines. Eric, what do we got?
We got. Yes, Game of Thrones returning to HBO for Season 7 on July 16th, and now this has stirred up a big debate here in the office. I'm going to watch this show week to week. Now, some of the less cultured people around the office here
Just hurtful.
have made the decision to put their foot down and say they're going to watch this thing after it completely airs so they can binge it all in one setting.
Listen, I am a seasoned binge watcher. Watching it week to week is not binge watching. And also, contrary to what some show creators say, I feel like I remember it better when I binge watch it versus 1 week, all the time in the middle. I watch a million other things in between. So I am going to try to wait. I don't know if it's going to happen.
Because guess who's going to come into the office every day and go, oh my gosh, did you see last night's episode? No, you didn't.
And plus social media on top of that. But I'm going to try. That is the plan right now.
Yeah, that's not going to last. All right, hey, speaking of, in any event, I'm really looking forward to some great acting coming up. And you've got Kit Harington, of course, as Jon Snow. You have Alfie Allen as Theon Greyjoy.
Wait, did you just say Alan?
Yeah, I said Alfie Allen.
Alan! 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 Al! Alan! Alan! Alan!
All right, so moving on to headline number 2. Now, the Defiant Ones just released on HBO. The behind-the-scenes story of Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre, their rise through the music industry, their billion-dollar company. I ate this thing up. I crushed this thing. It's 4 parts. It's close to 6 hours. But if you're a fan of any music dating back to the mid-'70s, you're absolutely going to love this.
And I'm a huge Stevie Nicks fan. If you didn't know.
Absolutely.
And there's some incredible footage in this documentary, some stories that have never been told, but it is a 4-part series and it's 6 hours. So for me, that's a night, but for some people, that's a lot. If you're looking for a documentary that's less than 2 minutes, here's the untold story of how this show got started.
So longtime television producer Jody Isaac comes barging into my office one day and says, everybody is binge watching. We're doing a show. So I stood up and I looked at him right in the eye. I said no. Almost fired him.
Eric was really reluctant at first. I wanted longtime TV host Chris Carraggio to be his co-host.
Look, I still own a VCR. I'm still not quite sure what Netflix really is. I thought it was a candy bar.
When Jody first asked me to be on Binge Watchers Anonymous, I thought maybe he was having like a medical episode. And then I thought maybe he was just drinking heavily around the office.
I think it was a Tuesday when Jody asked me if I wanted to host Binge Watchers Anonymous. And I hadn't eaten lunch that day, and he said he'd buy me lunch, so I said okay.
Yeah, Rachel was the logical choice to be the host of the show. I mean, she had that reputation and knowledge of streaming television that nobody else had. I mean, if you had a question about any show at all, she'd Google it and then tell you the answer, and that's just true talent.
When Eric agreed to finally host the show, it was like magic. I've been working in TV my whole career, and to bring people the binge news that they needed, it was like a dream come true.
Yeah, I've actually tried to leave the show every week, but Jody keeps putting tape days on days I forget lunch, so I'm still here.
That's it. That's a show.
That's it. This show is my pride and joy. It's everything that I worked for in my career. It's been a true blessing.
Yeah, it's truly amazing what he's done. I mean, and the viewer response has been incredible. We got 4 comments on the last episode. 5 if you count my mom. So yeah, he's changed media forever, and Binge Watchers Anonymous will be his legacy.